guys, so we've got exciting news.
So there's a handful of these watches that are available.
As you can see, you've probably seen this before where it's had a damaged glass.
Glass gone into the date wheel, it goes into the movement, and then obviously it goes into the movement to require a service.
The way we're going to actually do this, in these years, the links actually come apart if you have the right tool. Top 5 watches.
Had a customer on the Instagram that was after a green face Sky-Dweller stainless steel. We didn't have one in stock, so Alex tried his best to source, and he tried very well because he managed to do it. So we've got another one in stock. We don't see these very often, so it's nice to have back in the showroom.
On the manufacturer side of the dials, they had a slight error on one of the writing, and by the time I realized it, there was quite a few in production, and obviously that was sold. So there's a handful of these watches that are available. Obviously, those who take fault as some sort of character, this is a bit of you. It is a unique piece in that sense. So if you are interested, get in touch with us and we will send you over the details. You can even see it in person. The watch is actually unpolished and we're not going to polish it. So you can see the true condition. I don't think the watch needs to be polished anyway. There's light scratches over it, but that's about it. So Delray actually paid 9,600 euros at the time. This was in 2012. And obviously for all you guys who know how the currency was back then, the pound was much stronger. So it worked out to be around, I think, £6,800. So doesn't really owe him a lot. And you know, nowadays these watches go for up to around anything from, I'd say, £18,000, depending on the features, the year, the condition, etc. So he's done really well. And guys, this is just a good example of when you buy a watch that you like and you keep it for a good amount of time, because obviously Delray's kept it for 12 years. It does work out to be an investment. If you do chop and change within a couple years, a year, 6 months, it is never an investment, but that goes with anything you purchase. Well, I've got a lot of inquiries to go through. Currently, I'm actually replying to a gentleman that wants to spend around £6,000 for 2 ladies' watches. It's a tough budget, but if you can compromise on the features, we could probably get there. Maybe squeeze a little bit more. Obviously, our prices start from about 3,700 upwards, so if we can squeeze to 7, maybe we can compromise and meet in the middle. I'm just waiting for him to reply. Had to sort out links for a customer that bought a watch from us a while ago. It was a nightmare to actually get the links, but finally got there in the end. And no one really had the spare links. Obviously, we don't stock links. When we buy the watches, we sell them as they are. So we don't really hold back links. So when someone does want additional links, it's a bit of a hit and miss, depending on the watch that we go for. A few weeks back, if you guys can remember, we sold a rose gold Sky-Dweller we had to get links for, which was a nightmare. Obviously, the links aren't cheap. So anyone that has them available, they don't really want to sell them because they know that they need them for a sale for a watch. And if they do sell them as a links alone, they want good money for it, which obviously doesn't work with us. So we're trying to keep the prices down for the customer, but we find ways around it. You know, we compromise, meet in the middle, just to make sure we get the deals done, find a solution for the problems. There's another customer here. He wants to part exchange a watch he paid good money for 2 years ago. So he bought a Yacht Master 40 rose gold. Obviously at the time they were going for about, I'd say about 25 to 30, depending on the year. He wants to part exchange it for a blue Sky-Dweller that we've got in stock. But it's tough because you know what he paid for it. You don't want to upset the customer. Obviously, we know how the nature of the market goes up and down, so we kind of take it professionally. We don't take it personally. If it's come down, it's come down. Obviously, with customers and end users, they have a sentimental attachment to it as well, which is the same with us, with our personal watches. So we try to let them down easy. Obviously, try to be as open as possible without offending them. So we try our best to actually get the deals done and maximise what the customer gets back for the watch that they bought a couple of years back, i.e. on the high. Happy customer is always a returning customer.
Try this one.
I sent you a message, remember?
It could be someone else you spoke to.
For the 2 watches.
Ah, maybe the chocolate ones, was it?
Yeah, the chocolate.
Yeah, no worries. A few nice ones here. We've got the stainless steel Datejust 41mm, the custom diamond set 36mm, and a Stilla Rose 41mm.
Beautiful watches.
Beautiful.
You've got pretty good prices, no?
Yeah. So this one?
Yeah.
You want with diamonds or without?
Without.
Yeah, so this is a 2019 model, this one.
That's a 2019 one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can I see the other one?
The same one with all the diamond dial?
Sorry?
Do you want the same, what, this one or diamond dial?
The one with the Arabic letters.
Which one?
Because I also got for both.
Oh, sorry, the 36mm. No, I have this one. This is smaller face though.
Oh, it's a small one?
Yeah.
Which one is it? This one?
This one.
Is it not for a woman?
Yeah, the watch is a Datejust 36mm, which is usually a men's size. Listen, if women can wear anything they want, you know.
Because those ones I have the impression that they don't fit me, the 41mm. They're too big for it. I have another one, I have the Daytona.
The Daytona is like 40mm, so it's like a little bit smaller than these.
Yeah. No, how much? I like this one as well. How much is this one?
This one I have 2019. I can do for
9,900.
Or I have a 2023 one is 10,800.
I like all 2 of them right now.
This one is too small.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, okay. The blue Azura dial one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take this one. I like this one a lot.
Original glass back cost you about $450.
4.5, yeah.
But obviously that's not including the service. If glass has gone into the date wheel, it goes into the movement, and then obviously it goes into the movement, it requires a service.
Yeah, of course.
So let me get it sorted out. Obviously we'd replace the glass and it's replacing, and if it needs service, we'll tell you that. If you don't want to go everything,
This needs a little fucking service. How long does it take to do it?
so the glass should take probably mid next week.
Mid next week.
Obviously in the service it'd be sort of 2 weeks, but yeah, it's a mistake, expensive drop. Can always be fixed, but there'll always be a charge.
So we've just had a Stilla Rose Datejust 41 come through the door. As you can see, you've probably seen this before where it's had a damaged glass. Damage looks a lot worse than it probably is, but with these sort of things we like to make sure that no shards of glass have gone in the date wheel of the movement or even scratched the dial. So we're going to take this up for a glass change, and the pros are going to let us know what damage has actually been done. Hopefully nothing.
Lady's just come in, she's left her watch with us. As you can see, the bracelet's come off, the link's broken. We're going to get it fixed up and send it out on Tuesday hopefully. The way we're going to actually do this, in these years the links actually come apart if you have the right tool. We can put them back in, so she won't be losing her whole bracelet, and it won't require any sort of soldering. But we will need to add a spare link for her to accommodate for the size difference. If you look closely, you can actually see a rib or thread-like thing on the tip of the pins on the inside of the links. So these you only see them on the steel sides of the actual pin, the link, sorry. These actually come apart and push back in. So that's basically how it's done. That's how they used to make them before. Now they actually use solid. So they don't use this system anymore. So if you were to have a new style watch, a new style Datejust, you would have to solder it, cut the link out, etc. We've actually got the first generation Starbucks, aka ceramic Kermit here. This is the 2020 version, so the first 41mm subs that got released, like the Pepsis that have different varying bezel colors, tones rather, according to the year. This is the first type of bezel that they actually done. Personally, I prefer the newer style bezel. I think it's the perfect tone which matches the pre-ceramic Kermits. So I think that's why I prefer it more so. Drop us a comment below and let me know what you prefer, which color you prefer. Speaking of bezels, we've had a lot of speculation about a particular GMT, which is called a Coke. And if they bring out the ceramic version, I think that will be a really exciting watch. It will probably be one of my top 5 watches. Definitely something I'm going to put my name on if it does come out. But of course it is speculation, so we don't know exactly if it will. I think it's more so when rather than if. But yeah, it's definitely something to talk about, definitely something to be excited over. I think it'll be an unbelievable look, considering how popular the Pepsi was and how successful Pepsi was. And yeah, if they're definitely considering it, please get it done. I'm gonna put my name on it. Comment below if you've got any ideas of what potentially could be discontinued, reintroduced, and actually any sort of ideas, or you think that would be a nice watch to wear from Rolex.
Powder blue for the summer? Where you been, you Wade?
We've been on that.
Fucking hell!
Bobby, if you're watching, I'm wearing this with a baby blue suit to your wedding.
Standards. Black on black, white on black. Free hat of every purchase. A little summer colour. I wanted bone, we got blue. Because he couldn't deliver.
Right guys, so we got exciting news. Finally, I know we've been working on it for a long time, finance is approved. So we are now selling finance packages on certain watches in store. We'll be uploading daily deals, weekly deals, and you'll soon be able to apply for finance via the website. Currently, it will be finance in store only. If you do wish to apply for finance, you need to have the following features we'll put up in the next slide. So guys, drop us a comment if you're interested in financing a watch from us. It'll be our absolute pleasure if we do have it in stock, and if we don't, we can source them for you. Thank you.
Hi guys, so by now you know that we are introducing finance. I'm just quickly going to go through a few deals that we have here, just so you guys can sort of get an indication behind how much each watch will cost, what sort of deposit is required, and how much it's going to cost you per month. So first up, I'm going to start with a ladies 26mm factory diamond dial. You may have seen this watch all over our Instagram recently. It's been a real hot seller. This one is priced at £4,650. Based off of our new finance scheme, we would require a minimum of 10% deposit, would be £465. Over the course of a 36-month period, you could pay this watch off for £134 per month. Deal number 2 is the Still & Rose Rootbeer. This model here is a 2023 model. Again, you may have seen this on our Instagram. We are asking $16,500 for the watch. Again, based on a 36-month period with a minimum of 20% deposit for this one. You would be paying a £3,300 deposit. Over the course of the 36-month period, you'll be paying £422 per month. And finally, a Day-Date 40 rose gold. This model here we have priced at £33,500. The minimum required deposit on this watch would be £8,500. Over a 36-month period would work out to be £800 per month. The deposit for each of these watches is variable. If you're interested in any model now that we do finance on, please hit us up and we will give you the requested deposit that is required. And last but not least, I must reiterate that your salary must be affordable for these watches per month. Like I said, if you have any watch in our stock that you require to get some more details for finance, please drop us a message. We will send you a rough figure what it will work out per month with the deposit. Please make sure that your salary can afford this monthly repayment. If you can't and you do run a hard search and you want to go through with it, it can affect your credit rating. So please make sure that the monthly repayments make sense to your salary. For any more information on any other watch on finance, like I said, the finance is applicable for certain watches. So please make sure you ask before. We'll be happy to help.
No. Too far the ball. Roll it through.